As we close in on this year's NBA Finals, we've assembled a rare gathering of basketball legends. They're together on one stage to give us their unique perspective on what it takes to be a true champion. Let me just play word association quick. I say the Finals. What thought comes to mind, Russ?
The ultimate. That's it. If you're playing in the Finals, you have had a great year. If you're playing the last game played, you had a great year. And to winning is just frosting on the cake.
Rick, as special as it was back for you?
You know, in life, there are certain circumstances that take place and happenings that you can't really describe with words. Watching your children being born, things of that nature. And I put winning the title there.
I want to ask you about one of today's teams. Whoever comes out of the Eastern Conference certainly will be a defensive-minded team. You just look at Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals, and the teams combined for 45 field goals. Nobody scored 80 in either of the first two games.
20 block shots, though.
Yeah.
The question is it great defense or is it poor offense?
See, I don't know. I don't think that those teams are, like, limited offensively, but just the emphasis that Detroit has placed on defense and the players that they have executing that really has made them a powerhouse, and I don't think it's a fluke.
Well, I think also, you look at the play that Tayshaun Prince made the other night when he blocked Reggie Miller's shot. I mean, just outstanding, extra effort. And it's always going to take an extra effort by some player, somewhere. It may be the 12th man, and this is how you win championships.
We all recognize that, including these offensive geniuses.
I'm glad you didn't include yourself in that.
No, I don't. But we all say that defense is what wins championships.
Right.
Essentially, the more the game changes, the more it remains the same. The big guy is always the catalyst. Like Shaq now, he's the man.
You bring up Shaq, and the Lakers will have an opportunity to win 4 titles in 5 years this year if they can get there. You said remarkable?
Facetiously.
Now, I understand facetiously, but wait a minute, because that's where I was going first.
Basketball doesn't have another finger.
That's right. The man with too many rings for his fingers. In this era of basketball, would you make a parallel, I guess, comparison to success in a more spread-out league, being able to do it 4 times in 5 years?
One of the things that I like about it is that whether they win or lose, you have to go through them to get to the championship. I know that when I was playing, that's the same way it was with Wilt. That no matter where he was, that's who we had to beat at one time or another, somewhere along the line. That's who we had to go through to get to the championship.
Tell me how often, guys, your experience in the finals, experiences, many, how many times those come to mind? Are they brought to mind this time of year? Is it once a week, once a day, that you'll flash back to your unbelievable Game 7 and 70?
Well, you alluded to, today I'm announcing for the Knicks on television. I never envisioned myself on the court in the regular season. But as soon as the playoffs come around, my palms are sweaty. You know, I see Bradley out there, I see Reed, I see the Busher. I mean, those are very profound moments.
I, to this day, don't have words adequate enough to describe the incredible emotional experience that I went through, especially with the incredible season that we had that year. To this day, I still profess that it's the greatest upset in the history of NBA Finals. And that's what it's about. I think that's why we all play the game. We play to win. We play to wear one of these. And I can't believe that there could be anybody around who wouldn't want to wear their championship ring. We gave us rings for the top 50. They gave us rings for this, that, and the other thing. This is the only ring I wear.
I saved the 11-time champion for last to talk about the emotion of the finals.
Playoffs and the finals, that's when you really go to work. I only had one problem, is that I couldn't sleep during the playoffs. And so I would go roughly a month with the average maybe an hour's sleep.
An hour?
Yeah.
A night?
Yeah. In fact, I rarely blinked, you know, and so it was, and I threw up before every game. But other than that, nothing going on.
Yeah.